Gillian Clark, Gulsamona, Serena Igarawaram, and Kirsten Laurie. Our 2 provisional reserves, Karen Reid and Kimberly Mackay.
Just 1/100th missing out by Karen Reid on that B final there.
Quickly give you the men's backstroke finalists: Martin Walton, Joe Elwood, Jack Warren Ballard, Charlie Balderson, Craig McLean, Scott McClay, Greg Watson, Chris McComb. Our provisional B finalists: Alistair Campbell, Finlay Deans, Danny Kirkham, Alistair Miley, Scott Gibson, Keir Edgar, Joe Watt and Max Burns. Our 2 reserves provisional are Kyle Pate and Andrew Sawkins. The finalists for the women's 400 IMs provisional are Orla Adams, Chanel Snedden, Nikki Miller, Kiana McInnes, Katie Taylor, Ailey Duthie, Emma Scully and Ailey Grant, with reserves Katie Golder and Ellie Turner. We now move on to the 50 metres butterfly for men. First heat we have Lewis Bailey from Cooper in 3, Kyle Duncan, Cumbernauld in 4, and Callum Rose from Warner Baths in lane 5. All these boys in at the 31.5 minute mark. And already Lewis Bailey from Cooper has gone about almost a body length ahead of Kyle Duncan and Callum Rose. And coming down with just over 10 to go. Not out about who's going to take this first one. It's Lewis Bailey from Cooper. And didn't quite see him coming in there on the screen. However, he took that in 30.70. Good time there. Improvement on his entry time. Callum Rose 31.85. And Kyle Duncan took 3rd in 31.90.
Yeah, nice start to these heats for the men's 50 butterfly. 11 of these ones. We're now on to heat number 2. In lane 1, Bryce Proctor from Dumfries, Callum MacDonald in lane 2, Angus Skakel in 3, Fraser Collier in 4, Gabriel Wegro in 5, Sam Miller in 6, and Finlay Cousins in lane number 7. Very, very tight here. Looks maybe like lane number 5. Gabriel Wegro possibly just edging this one. Sam Miller also in contention as well. Very close on the finish. A very good finish there from Angus Skakel. 30.22. He finished very well indeed. Gabriel Wegro, I thought he had that one all the way. But 30.27 misses out by 5/100ths of a second. But a great finish there from Angus Skakel to take that one. And then this butterfly, of course, swimmers will be adjusting their strokes as they come into the wall. It's kind of a sixth sense in a way, the swimmers, to adjust your strokes as you come in. You get to know it, you've done it so many times. And that was a good finish from Skakel there.
8-3, Joe Penman Inverleith 1, Andrew Gatton Highland 2, Aaron Muir 3, Ryan Robertson 4, Finlay Jackson 5, Miles Lapsley 6, James Gray 7 and Adam Young in 8. And almost in a line over in lane 7, James Gray from Finns may have the slight advantage coming down with just over 5 to go. Looks like it's going to be James in 7, very close for second, lane 3 perhaps. James Gray takes that in 29.65. Lane 3, Aaron Muir takes second in 30.05. And Miles Lapsley, 30.21, comes in 3rd. Good improvement in James's time.
Oh, heat number 4. Here's James Riley, Connor Walsh, Andrew Watt, Joseph Batout, Casper Duzak, Alistair Cormack, George Mansfield and Ewan Gumbrell. Number 4 started very well. Joseph Batout impressed now. Casper Duzak, that's the Lark Hall swimmer, and the Dunn swimmer also going well there. In that red cap, it's Alistair Cormack from Perth, and in lane 1, James Riley going well, East Kilbride, and it could be, oh, I thought Riley was going to sneak it there, but Joseph Batout gets in there, 28.98. James Riley, 29.09. Kasper Dusek in third position, but again, danger from that outside lane. James Riley swimming very well there for East Kilbride.
Some very good times there. 4 swimmers all under their entry times. So some very strong swimming this morning from these lads, all desperately trying to improve on PBs, also probably chasing times for British. Now we have Ethan Seavright 1, Connor Searle 2, Nathan McGraw 3, Liam Harkin 4, Finlay Hastings 5, Scott Birtles 6, Benjo Jurek 7 and Greg Watson in lane 8. And over on the far side, Greg Watson almost dominant in this one. He's won this by a mile, some 3 metres ahead, very close for second. Looks like could be lane 2. Is indeed Connor Searle gets second. A super swim there. Greg Watson 26.99, 28.66. Connor Searle and Scott Birtles 29.05. Super swim there from the Western Bartonshire boy.
Well, we're only now going on to heat number 6, but it's got to be a contender for one of the finals, certainly, probably the B final, but 26.99. Tough target for these guys. Scott Lilburn, Ross Neely, Matthias Reichveld, Jamie Booth, Cameron Murray, Max Hitchcock, Rory Young and Kieran Bryan. Those are the swimmers in this heat number 6. Jamie Booth going well from Warrender. Cameron Murray going well too, but it does look like Jamie Booth will take this one. And a good time, 28.53 for Jamie Booth, 5/100ths faster than his entry time. Cameron Murray 29.14. And in the outside lane, Scott Lilburn 29.47. But a good swim in the centre there. Jamie Booth 28.53.
Heat 7, Cam McCall, Stirling swimming 1, Max Burns, Mulgine Bearsden in 2, Tom Robinson, Ulverston in 3, Lewis Birrell, Wander Bass in 4, Nina Del Rio, City of Glasgow 5, Angus Brawley, Mulgine Bearsden in 6, Fraser Wilson, Midlothian 7, Douglas Kelly, Mulgine Bearsden in lane 8. All these guys just over the 28-second mark. A very good start from Max Burns, Mulgine Bearsden in lane 2. He is about a metre ahead. Also well up there in lane 6, Angus Brawley, another Mulgine Bearsden swimmer. It's lanes 2. And coming down to the finish, Max Burns looks as though he's taken that. However, looks as though our screen's gone blank, which would suggest he may have a disqualification. Indeed, unfortunately, lane 4 disqualified for a technical infringement. No change in our order. Max Burns takes that, 27.08. Angus Brawley, 27.76. And Nino Del Rio, 28.12 from the City of Glasgow.
Oh, we haven't seen many disqualifications. That was one there we saw in that previous heat there. Moved on to heat number 8. Marcus Hills, from Weston Barton in lane number 1, Jonah Walsh in 2, Cal Barrett in 3, lane 4 taking the start, Keir Edgar in 5, Louis Howitt in 6, Michael Irwin in 7 and Angus Nicol in lane number 8. Good start it was from lane number 7, Michael Irwin from Western Bartonshire, but it may be lane number 3 now. Cal Barrett, Western Bartonshire teammate, and also Marcus Hills as well. Western Barton 1, 2 and 3, is it? Marcus Hills taking it, 27.52. Carl Barrett 27.64. And, well, it's Louis Howitt won 3rd position, 28.33. Just 1/100th ahead there of Jonah Walsh. But it's Western Bartonshire 1 and 2 there. Good time there from Marcus Hills, 27.52. Finishing very strongly in the lane closest to us.
Seeded heat: George Clough, William Muirden, Mark Hill, Suleiman Butt, Scott McClay, Tom Bailey, Alistair Robertson, Mitchell Anderson. So I expect the middle lanes to dominate in this one. It's lane number 5, Scott McClay from Perth, who has a slight advantage over Suleiman Butt in 4. Also there, Tom Bailey in 6. And it's between those 3. It's certainly going to be lane number 5, Scott McClay, who takes it close for second. Suleiman Butt just heads Tom Bailey 25.86, 26.23 and 26.36. And Greg Watson's 26.99, still well up there. I think that's still 4th fastest.
Yeah, he's in a good position certainly for that B final. So move into heat number 10. 4 University of Stirling swimmers in the first 4 lanes. Callum Archibald, Fraser Lowther, Alex Forsyth, Jamie Graham, Gregor Swinney in 5 from Peebles, Ryan Brown, City of Glasgow in 6, Alistair Miley from Geary in 7, Archie Goodburn from Warrender. Not taking the start in lane number 8. But in the centre lane here, well, very good start there. Jamie Graham is going to come clearly ahead there in a very good time, 25.14 for Jamie Graham, and that is exactly the same as his entry time. And Gregor Swinney 26.26 in second position, and Alex Forsyth in third place 26.96. So they've edged closer ahead of Watson, but only 3 swimmers there ahead of Watson, so in a very good position for that B final.
Yes, he's certainly will be in the B final. He's, I think if my calculations in my head are right, he's lying 7th. So unless something serious happens, he'll not make the A final. However, with Joseph Miley, Cameron Finlayson, Ross Leslie, Callum Bain, Toby Douglas, Callum Reid, Murray Quillen and Mark Elric in this one. And a good start from Callum Bain, as you'd expect, 25.07. He's already gone clear of Toby Douglas in 5. Up there is Callum Reid in 6. Looks like there may well be our 1, 2, 3. Callum takes that 25.25, Toby 26.40 and Callum Reid 26.60. Ross Leslie 26.70. Interested to see if that gets Ross into the A or the B final.